that was a little crazier than what I expected. But hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Serena and welcome to Rena Talks. Okay, we're gonna roll the intro, okay? Okay. Hey, welcome back. So I hope you enjoyed that intro music because I made it in like 2 seconds and it's a little ghetto. But anyway, I have like a script up next to me so I can stay on track so I don't overrun or overtalk because I tend to do that and I'm trying not to do that anymore. But again, my name is Serena. This is my channel. Obviously, welcome to Rena Talks. I'm recording this off of my iPhone, so if you think the camera quality sucks or whatever the heck, chat it out with Apple. So, but anyway, I'm just going to talk to you guys a little bit about what the channel is going to be about. So I am an artist, and I want to focus on like art and whatever the heck I'm doing. So I might be doing, so I'm going to have artist chats. I will be talking about like, you know, my favorite things in art history, which is slim. I might be talking about my favorite artists, which is not that many. Terrible, oh my god. And yeah, what else? You know, I want to talk about the art world, what I like and dislike about it. I want to talk about the artists that I dislike, which is a lot, so that's gonna be fun. I'm also going to do tutorials, like different tutorials, because I do work with Photoshop. I am a Photoshop artist, so I work with a lot of Adobe products. I do use Illustrator, so you know, teaching myself that's fun. Yeah, so you guys can be along for the ride and maybe you can learn something too along the way, because I'm going to be, you know, doing all these tutorials and teaching myself everything. I might do drawing tutorials because I realize I haven't drawn in like forever. I think the last time I drew something was for my niece's project and I transferred that to Illustrator and I never finished the project. So real artist problems. Hopefully future Serena inserts something there so I don't look crazy. But she's lazy. Anyway, so yeah, like let's just see how this goes. Let's get started. I think what I might do with this first little episode is just do like a quick Q&A about who I am and everything. So let's just get started with that. So I decided to move closer to the camera so that you guys can first of all see this look. Sweetie, I didn't spend time doing makeup for y'all not to see this. Okay, anyway, I came up with these questions on my own because nobody likes me to ask them. So that's where we at. Anyway, if my computer did not freeze, wow, ain't this, let's just sit here and get to know each other. Like, how was your day? Dang, who told Susan to do that? First of all, Susan really should get her butt beat because nobody told her to do that for you. I'm sorry. Never trust a Susan because they a little suspicious. Girl, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, man. Dang. Well, I'm glad your favorite color is blue. Still frozen. Okay, so I want to do a Q&A for this first episode so you guys can get to know me, like I said before. I know these are questions I had to ask myself because ain't nobody asking me these questions yet. I mean, some of them they did, but some of them they didn't. I'm also like lengthening out some of the stuff that I talked about on TikTok, which will be linked below. But here's my TikTok name. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, but it's looking like January I'm hitting that 1,000, and in February I'm hitting 10K. Manifesting. Anyway, question number 1. What's my name? Obviously, I already said it before, but I'll say it again just in case you didn't hear me. My name is Serena, but you can call me Queen Rena because one day I'm going to be famous and you might as well get used to call me a queen. Okay. Do not call me Rena. Do not just call me straight. Well, you can call me straight Queen, actually. I don't mind being called Queen. Queen. But I really don't like when people call me Rena. That's just not my flavor of tea. Either you call me Serena or you call me Queen Rena. Or you call me Queen or Goddess or the light of my day. I'll take any of those. Okay? Don't be disrespectful because I ain't got the time. You will be blocked and deleted. I'm not responding to hate comments. I'm just saying for future reference. I ain't doing that. Anyway, question number 2. It says, how old are you? Or how old am I? I'm 22. Yes, I am a Gemini. I had to say yes, I am a Gemini because I feel like being a Gemini is so negatively seen. But really, it's being a June Gemini, which people should be worried about. Because us May Geminis is chill, we cool, we help you succeed. We want to help you succeed. Unlike a June Gemini, just wants to be selfish and help themselves. So I do know a couple June Gemini. Shout out to them. They kind of cool. They the cool ones I kind of mess with, but like not really. I keep them at arm's length. 6 feet apart, social distance, and that's why they're cool. Just can't get too close to one, and you can't really depend on them. That's it. Otherwise, they're cool. They're cool. Question number 3. Where did you go to art school? So I went to Montclair State University in New Jersey. It's North Jersey. And I studied visual arts. I got my bachelor's, and I got entrepreneurship. I had my minor in entrepreneurship, and I got a certificate for it. So if you don't know what entrepreneurship is, we're really young, but basically it just means like they taught me how to run a business, start a business, and pitch a business to investors and stuff, which was actually really cool because it gave me more of an incentive to go out and start my own business and not work for anybody, because I realized I don't want to work for anyone, and that's kind of why I'm doing YouTube and TikTok and trying to get on social media more, and that's why I'm selling my art, because I don't want to work for anyone. And actually, just a little quick side note, I do actually have 2 businesses, and I'm trying to start 2 more in the new year. Right now, I have my filming company, which we were able to film this summer because of COVID, and I have my art business where I sell my art online. So, fun little facts. Ooh. So, Queen Rena Designs, and the other one is Queen's Hidden Entertainment, and that's the film one. So, yeah, stay tuned because Queen's Hidden Entertainment is about to be blowing out with all this stuff. Like, I promise, like, it's about to be a whole tale. I have so much planned for it. It's not even funny. But yeah, so next question is, where am I from? You guys want to know where I live? Okay. But I'm from South Jersey. So, you know, boom. It makes sense that I went to Montclair State. Like, that's in New Jersey. I stuck to a school that's close by so I wouldn't have to like go away. And I have a lot to tell about Montclair and their art program, and I have a lot to tell just about my experience just going away. So I might do a story time in the future about all that, you know, all that jazz. But what else do you do other than art? And I sleep, I eat, basically the basic stuff of being alive every day. Next question. So no. I channeled my Dashi, but no. I love writing short stories, horror and fantasy. I actually have a book that I'm working on called Freedom. It's a fantasy book. I'm only on chapter 2. I think I just entered chapter 2 writing it, and that was months ago. Yeah. It's bad. I like to write horror shorts. I actually write a bunch for my Horror Tea Time podcast that I do with my BSD. So you guys can check that out. That is actually going to be linked down below as well. So I write a lot of our horror stuff for it, and it's actually so much fun. So I decided that I'm going to put out like I decided I'm going to put out like a horror shorts book later on sometime in the new year. Yeah, so that's in the works. I had to actually just start writing it and revamping some of my old ones and yada yada yada. Anyway, I also do I don't even know. But oh no, I also watch anime, and right now I'm currently watching Boruto, Inuyasha. I'm going to act like I'm going to put these here, but who knows. What else? Oh, Bleach, One Piece, which is actually my current favorite. My ultimate favorite though is Fairy Tail, but my current favorite is One Piece now. And those are the only ones I'm watching. And no Boruto hate, because I love Boruto. No Boruto hate. I promise you I will block and delete you if you hate on Boruto. None of that here. We don't do that here. Okay. And also, lastly, I guess this is like the last little thing actually, there's 2 more things I have written. Yes, I'm reading a script. I have a bad memory. Okay? Listen. But I practice spirituality, so I'm into meditating, manifesting, crystals, and I haven't cast any spells because you have to do some shadow work, some groundwork, get right with yourself, and then you move on into that. But I do I do read oracle cards. I'm getting some tarot cards eventually, but I'm going to learn how to read those as well. Yeah. So yeah, I'm into all that. I'm practicing, I'm reading, I'm educating myself. It's fun. So maybe I might do some of that on this channel, just show you my learning process of a lot of things, because I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to look stupid, I don't want to like ask questions and stuff, and that's me. So like we can fail and trial and error and all this stuff together, and it's gonna be fun. So subscribe, please. Thank you. Aw, so nice. We're gonna be best friends. Well, actually I already have a best friend, but we could be close to best friends. Anyway, and lastly, right now I'm learning how to play the piano because crazy. I always wanted to play the piano, and my best friend, I went to her house recently, literally like 2 days ago, and she was like, well, actually I don't know where I'm going to post this. So I went to her house a couple days ago, and I was like, we were watching Corey Kenshin because we go watching him. I got her into him. He will be my husband one day. Don't worry about it. And we were watching his latest one that he did. It was like Puppet Combo. I think that's the place. He played their game with the killer murder house bunny thing. And there's a piano. And I was like, man, I want a piano. And then she was like, you want one? And I was like, what do you mean? What? And she was like, we got one. We're giving it away. Like, we're selling it, whatever. We're throwing it away. I was like, girl, what? I was like, let me see it. And it's right now it's in the corner. I'll show it later. I'll probably give you a picture or whatever the heck. But yeah, like, she was just like, you want it? Like, here. And when we talked to her mom was like, if you can get a car and get it out of here, it's yours. And I was like, Dad, tell me you got a car. So I don't really know. Like, my dad has a big enough car, so it's my mom. So we just took it home. I took it home that night when I came back. It was absolutely crazy. And it's funny because I saved my notes from middle school because I was like, one day I'm going to have a piano in my home and I'm going to reteach myself. And I didn't even save enough notes, so I'm over here struggling. I'm like, what the heck? But it's working. I can do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, okay? And some of these old songs, like Old Across the Sea, I think was one. So yeah, I'm looking at it right now. But yeah, it's actually really so fun. That's what I do other than art. Or at least that's all I can think of that I do other than art, because I'm pretty boring. And what about it? Anyway, next question. What made you want to be an artist? Oh. This is a long story, so buckle up. So no, I'm going to shorten it, but it actually really is a long story. So basically, growing up, I always knew I wanted to do something creative with my life. And I was like, oh, I want to be a fashion designer. I want to be a wedding planner. I want to decorate homes, interior design, like all this stuff. And like, my dad really wasn't like on par with it. My mom was like, oh yeah, do what you love, whatever the heck, as long as it makes you happy. And my dad was like, it gotta make money. If it doesn't make money, it's not a good job. And that's just his mindset. Like, he's old. What the heck? You know? I was just like, okay. So, like, for the longest time, I put that mindset of it has to make money, otherwise it's not going to be successful in my head. Even though, like, a part of me did not care about making money like that. I just wanted to do something, like, for me, you know? So, it got to the point where junior year, literally, I have white hair, but I don't think you can see it right now. It's hidden. Oh, wait. Is that a piece? Yeah. Is that a piece of white hair? I can't even tell. It might just be from the product from my listening. But I got white hair from stressing out about trying to get into, like, a nursing school or 4-year college for nursing, because I ended up trying to go to school for nursing. So it was junior year of high school, and I was, like, taking SATs over and over again to get a perfect score. And ACTs and the BYTs. I don't even know what the heck. I don't even know what. I took too much. I just took too many tests. I was trying to study for it. I was in SAT prep course, all that, just to get a perfect score to get into, like, a good school for nursing and then a nursing program and stuff. It was exhausting. And then one day I was scrolling on Instagram, and this picture came up, and I think it was like a cartoon picture. I think it was a cartoon I knew. But when I looked at it, I was like, what the heck? No, it wasn't a cartoon. It was an anime, but I forgot what anime it was. But it popped up on my For You page for Instagram or whatever the heck. And I was like, I clicked on it, and I was just like, what is this? And I remember looking at the hashtags. It was like hashtag fairy tale, hashtag Ruby, Bleach, One Piece. It had all the animes listed out, you know, so people hashtag anime. And I remember looking at Ruby, and I was like, okay. I think it was Ruby. I think it was a picture of Ruby, because that was the first thing that caught my eye. And I clicked on it, and I did some more stuff digging into it, and I was like, what the heck is Ruby? Like, what is this? Like, is this a cartoon I never knew? Like, what? So I finally found it, and I watched it on this website. I think when I watched Ruby, did I watch it on YouTube for the first time? I think it was YouTube. I think I watched it on YouTube, because Rooster Teeth used to have, like, the seasons on there playing. So I watched it on there, and I loved it. I loved it. Like, season 1, I burned through the first 3 seasons, because I think volume 4 was coming out. So I burned through the first 3, and I was like, I need more. And I remember when I got done it, I was like, oh snap, like, are they making more? Because then I did more research, and I found out that Monty I think I pronounced his last name right, but he passed away from a heart attack. I think he had a heart attack or heart problems, heart disease, something with his heart. And I was like, no, like, they're not going to finish it or whatever. They're not going to continue it. And I got so scared and upset. But they did, obviously. And now it's a little, But, okay, relax. But, long story with that is basically Ruby sparked it a little bit. And I was like, wow, like, what? Like, he sparked it. Not that the show didn't spark it, but Monty sparked it for me, because he did most of the animations himself. Like, he did the trailers himself, and I think he animated season 1 himself. And the fact that, like, it looks so crappy inspired me, because I was like, I can't draw, even though he can. I don't know how to animate, and he kind of does. But, like, it was just the fact that, like, it wasn't like normal TV animation. And so I don't know, that lit something in me, and I was like, if he can do it, I can do it. I can definitely do it. So I was like, I'm going to be an animator. And then the next day, I remember I talked to my friend. Well, we're cool now. We're not like close, but we're cool. And she was like, I was like, yeah, have you ever heard of the anime Ruby? And she was like, yeah, my sister watched that. And I was like, her twin sister. She's like, yeah, she watched that. She thought it was cool. I was like, okay. I was like, you know, have you ever heard of Fairy Tail? Because I seen that also in the list. And I think I looked up Fairy Tail. But I was like hesitant to start it. And she was like, oh yeah, I love Fairy Tail. Me and my sister are into it. And we read the manga, da-da-da. So I was like, okay, this is something that I have to watch. And, you know, and see what the deal is. And she wrote out a whole list, first of all these animes, which I still have the list, and I actually watched everything on it. So that's actually no, I think there's 2 animes I didn't watch from the list, but this was like 5 years ago now. High school. So yeah, so she basically gave me the list. I went and I started watching Fairy Tale because I was like, this is what caught my eye with Ruby. And Fairy Tale is what made so many things in my life. Fairy Tale is what sparked me to really pursue my dreams. Ruby also helped, like Monty helped, like boom, spark it, but Fairy Tale pushed me like over the edge. And then after that, I was like, I'm not going to school for nursing. I don't care. I'll go to community college and do studio art because they said you could be an animator. And then I got burnt out after 2 years doing studio art for community college. I got my associates. I got burnt out, and by the time I hit going to Montclair, I was like, I'm gonna try to get into your animation program, which I got rejected because I didn't have enough stuff. So I just went to the regular visual arts program. And yeah, I just realized by the end of it, I was like, I'm not going to be an animator, sadly. Boo. But I did start a film company because I realized I like to edit and record and do all that fun stuff with film. So it worked out in the end. And actually, the funny thing is, no one says I have to animate to have like my own animation. Nobody says that. I can have my own TV show, my own animation, and somebody else animates it, somebody else draws it, and I just write it. So many people do that. Like, I learned so many different things over the years. And also, like, you want to sprinkle in Steven Universe, that also helped Rebecca Sugar storytelling. I love it. So many, it's just so much happened since high school to obviously now in my life, and I was just like, whoa, the journey is spicy. Just saying. I know that was such a long story. My bad. But yeah, that was just basically my life. But anyway, moving on to the next question. Oh, am I single? Yes. I don't know why I had to put that in there, but I did. Oh, well, you know, I felt like I had to because so many people want me. So no. Anyway, go in a corner. I know. I just peace out, y'all. No. Anyway, yeah, I'm single, and I only bring that up because a lot of my art now that I do focuses kind of around my relationship, and I know I'm going to do more that will focus around my past relationships because yeah, trauma, and that's how you deal with it. I can do a story time, but that's only if people are interested. I don't know. I don't really care to talk about it. I mean, then again, I don't not care to talk about it. So that's up to y'all. But yeah, back to why I bring it up. It's basically because a lot of my art pieces, when I did them, I never had a concept for them. I just found these pictures and, you know, I just did it. Like, I just put it all together and I was just like, yeah, this is art. And none of my art used to have meaning. But after I broke up with my ex of 2 years, I looked back at a lot of them and I saw meaning in them. And then going forward, I started creating and I started seeing meaning and like what I'm creating. And I was like, I want to do a portrait like this, or I want to do one like that and represent this. So then I started to actually do art with a purpose involved. And not to say like you have to, like nobody says you have to. Like I remember in art school they used to push it has to have a meaning, but then they used to show us some works and they're like, this doesn't have a meaning, so why does mine have to? Like, why do you that's what I'm saying. Is like there's certain things, like I know some people like art school and they're like, don't bash it. I'm going to, because that's how I feel. But yeah, basically that was the last question. This video is already running pretty long, so I'm just going to end it there. I hope you guys like, subscribe. I don't know, I'm new to this YouTube thing, but you know, hit the bell I guess if you want to. Share me around. I promise to be more like I don't know. I promise to stick to this because I suck at sticking to things. And actually, I'm about to record the next video that I'm going to also upload at the same time this gets uploaded. And I'm going to talk about some of my art pieces because I forgot to mention that in the intro, that this channel will also be me talking about my art pieces that I do. And I guess the process and stuff. Wow. So if you made it this long throughout the video, thank you. I appreciate you. Much love. Happy holidays and all that jazz, whatever you celebrate, or happy just regular day if you don't celebrate anything. I'll see you guys next time in the next video. So if I look the same, don't worry about it. Okay? Bye.